so-called Sussex Squad, a nickname for superfans of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, have been slammed for making up claims about the senior royals. Sarah Vine, a Daily Mail columnist and royal commentator, told Mail Plus Palace Confidential that it was such a shame that the Sussex cheerleaders are so determined to find offence every time a senior royal reaches out to the California-based couple. It emerged earlier this week that Prince Charles keeps a treasured photo of him with Meghan on display in Clarence House. The endearing photograph, spotted earlier this week, was seen as an olive branch to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The snap appears to show Charles escorting his new daughter-in-law down the aisle during her wedding to Harry. It was glimpsed this week when the Duchess of Cornwall hosted an International Women's Day event at Clarence House. Mail Plus host Joe Alvin, there was a small suggestion of an olive branch with the photograph of Charles and Meghan. Ms. Vine responded, the photo would be there normally. This whole idea that the senior royals never liked Meghan is all made up, it's just a fantasy. All these frenzied people who are desperate to find some sort of offence have decided it is the case. It was never the case. Prince Charles was so happy to have Meghan join the royal family and he offered to take her down the aisle. Daily Mail diary editor Richard Eden added, he was greatly honored to be asked by Meghan. Ms. Vine said, they were really fond of her and they really wanted it to work. It's just a shame that so many of their cheerleaders are so determined to find offence every time. Despite the apparent olive branch, Prince Harry announced yesterday that he will not return to the UK later this month for Prince Philip's memorial service. Senior aides told The Sun that the Queen received just 15 minutes notice of Harry's statement. It had been thought that Harry would travel to the UK for the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial in London on 29 March. Harry's absence crushes hopes of a renewed reconciliation between the senior royals. A spokesman for the Duke of Sussex said Harry still hopes to visit his grandmother the Queen soon but did not give a date. Also on Friday, it was announced that the Queen will not attend the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey on Monday. A reason for the absence was not provided but Buckingham Palace confirmed her heir and son Charles will attend in her place. U.S. journalist Lee Cohen has claimed Meghan was not a good fit for the royal family. Mr. Cohen said, suffice to say she certainly has not endeared herself to the British and that's a great shame because the UK opened her with welcoming arms from the beginning. They were very enthusiastic and owing to perhaps a misunderstanding on her part of what it means to be a member of the royal family or complete disinterest. Largely, I think it's owing to the fact that service in the royal family is all about focus on others and not oneself and that seems to run counter to her plans. I don't think it was ever a good fit for Meghan Markle to be a member of the royal family. However, Meghan is said to have moved on from her royal life after her appearance on The Ellen Show, a royal commentator has claimed. The Duchess took part in a prank during which Ellen DeGeneres told her to carry out embarrassing tasks in front of unsuspecting vendors. The Duchess, who is wearing a hidden earpiece, was encouraged by the chat show host to eat a tortilla crisp like a chipmunk, referred to herself as Mommy, tell jokes and hold a crystal up to her face. Royal commentators Rachel Bowie and Roberta Fiorito branded Meghan's prank as cringe on the podcast Royally Obsessed. Ms. Bowie said, obviously this is a person who is serious FS to give about anything. I feel like she knows what she's doing in a way that is kind of rubbing the tabloid's face in the mud about this. She knows they are going to latch onto anything she does. To me, this is a person who is really feeling free about who they are but it's also so uncomfortable. Ms. Fiorito added, I immediately compare this to Harry going on James Corden's show pre-Oprah. When Harry had those comedian parts, it felt like a spoof of his old life. He was showing off his military expertise, he was sipping high tea on a double-decker bus, it was an homage to his royal roots. But with Meghan on Ellen, there were no royal references made. I felt that was a choice. Meghan is moving on from that and she doesn't have to be serious.